Yep, Vibe Show 97.9. Listen, happy Monday to everybody. Hope everybody had a blessed work day or whatever you do. Hope you had a good day today because, listen, I've been having a great week. And tonight, I'm super excited and honored to have these two powerhouse queens coming on the show. I'm talking about the owners of the Pink Smoke Company. Y'all make sure y'all keep it locked in. Don't go nowhere. I'm telling you, you don't want to miss this exclusive. It's the Vibe Show. Ooh. Yep, Vibe Show 97.9. I'm your host, Kano the Don, the Vibe King. And tonight is a epic moment in my life right now. And in a lot of people's lives, I know. Y'all already know I'm always saying I'm bringing the most exclusive guest on the show. Well, I do. Y'all already know that. You don't have to tell me that. But I appreciate it, though. But I'm super excited because I have the honor to interview two powerhouse entrepreneurs, two queens that's doing amazing things out here in this world. I'm telling you, it is a sure blessing just having them on the show. I'm talking about powerhouse divas and owners of the Pink Smoke Company, Pink Smoke, Cigar Company. I'm talking about the one and only Micaela Dartson and Kimberly Jenkins. Let's get them in here so we can do this. There they go. What's up, ladies? How y'all doing?
Hello, everyone. We're well. Thank you for having us.
Listen,
I just want to say one thing before we start.
Absolutely.
And we love the fact that you call us queens, and we are daddy's girls, and we so appreciate our Black men. We appreciate you, and we know people in the industry in various arenas. And I've worked with some, had the displeasure of working with some and befriending some, and some of them aren't worth their weight in osmium. And osmium is like the heaviest metal. But a lot of Black brothers can take a page out of your book. You really know how to treat us as women. We appreciate you, and we love our Black men. But we love the type of man that you are, and I just wish that every man could just be like you. Thank you so much for being who you are. We really appreciate it.
We're grateful. Yes, definitely grateful.
You're a rarity.
Wow.
You really are.
That really, I'm not gonna lie, that really means a lot. And to hear it, because us guys, we don't really hear it often. The ones that's walking in the same shoes I'm walking in or whatever, just trying to continue to push that love and that togetherness out there and really showing that respect, to our women. I just really pride myself on it because, I'm from a single mother background, and my mom always enforced that on her boys, that, to treat women with respect.
Amen.
So I really appreciate that. That means a lot.
Yeah. Well, she deserves her kudos then. Job well done.
Yes, she does. Thank you, Mama.
Now, I gotta give it up though. I gotta give it up, because like I said, it's a blessing. You queens are super, super extremely busy in you guys' life. And just to take time out to come and vibe out with us on the Vibe Show is really, really a blessing. And I want to give a big shout out to, because we got some people that's involved in making this
Come together
as well. And I definitely want to give a big shout out to Malaka as well as you guys PR company as well for making this magic happen. And we're doing it right now.
Yeah.
Thank y'all so much.
Thank you.
Shout out to everybody on the check-in. They pulling up right now, showing major, major love. Now, with having both of you guys on here, we got so much ground to cover. Now I want to dive in and when we're going to be in and out with different things, because I want to make sure that we cover everything, because this is so much stuff to talk about here.
Okay.
Now, interesting, the story on you two coming together to create such a fabulous company is really kind of a rarity as well too, I feel, with the queens in this space. So I would like to know the backstory on how this fabulous idea even came about.
Okay, so let me tell you. I have a twin sister, and she always says you can buy me for a nickel, because I probably am too friendly to people. But so I really believe that we make time to do the things that we want to do, and if you give people just 5 minutes of your time, you never know what you'll get. And that's how I met Kim. It's how I met you. It's how I met Malaka. So and my publicist, our publicist, Elwood PR. But a friend of mine, he messaged me on. He messaged me and said that there was a sorority sister of mine who had a group of sorors who smoke, that had a little group, and wanted to know if I wanted to be a part of it. I said sure. So it was just a Facebook messenger group. So I got on there, and then I met Kim, and so something happened with the group, and the other person wasn't involved. But I had the idea. Well, I'm a content creator. I'm a physician. I'm a content creator, filmmaker. I do all kinds of stuff. But I had the idea to take it someplace bigger. Now let Kim go from there.
Right. So and I want to just take a step back. This was all going on during COVID, when everybody was social through Zoom. And so we connected, not just it wasn't our normal connection. So we had to get together through Zoom. We had to connect and bond, have our sister time. And we grew to know that we like a lot of similar things.
Yeah.
One of the things that Micaela said, let's just have our own. We want to have our own cigar brand.
Right.
Let's get started and let's do this. So it wasn't just the notion of get together and let's just have conversation and chill, teach Kim, teach other ladies how to smoke a cigar, because that's really what our base was at that time. It evolved into, oh, by the way, while you work on that, and then Micaela, our brains, when they get together, they go. We came up with all these other ideas, but the first stop was developing our own cigar. And then I also said, well, we should also have things that are more ladylike or dainty for ladies, but we want to cater to both men and women. But we know there's a lot of accessories already out there for men. So we were like, we need to also have some things out there for ladies. And then we got into the culture part of it, which took its own.
Yeah, that's what got me.
Another zip code. So, and that's where Micaela came in with that as well, because she has some other branches
But I'll
of business
tell you,
that we folded in.
Wow.
Yeah, but I'll tell you, I was at a place and I was smoking, and a guy came up to me. Here I am. You can buy me for a nickel. So he said, "Hey, I have a friend who blends his own cigars, and he's from Louisiana, and he names them all after parishes in Louisiana. And I went to Xavier University, so anything Louisiana, New Orleans, that's my bag." So I smoked it. It was the finest cigar I'd ever smoked, because a lot of times when you smoke a cigar, it doesn't taste the same when you finish it, because they cheat you on the field. It was such a pleasant smoke. I'm like, I have to meet this man. So we got together with this guy, and Kim's in Virginia, I'm in Dallas. So we FaceTimed her. He literally sat there, and based on our likes, I love hard liquor. I drink it neat. Just based on our likes, he created blends based on our tastes and our personalities.
Really?
I mean,
Yep.
he hit the nail on the
On
head.
the nail.
J. Will Cigars,
Yep.
Jimmy Wilson.
Jimmy
That
Wilson.
man is a genius blender. I'm with my brother. I just cannot tell you how fantastic his cigars are and how fantastic our cigars. But that is how we proprietary blends. We have our own recipes. You will never, ever, ever, ever taste a smoke like ours. They are unique, one of a kind.
Right.
Now, that I think that's what stood out to me too
Am I
is
frozen?
that you guys.
And I think Kato's frozen. Frank, I can't hear you. I don't
Am
know.
I froze?
No, you're not frozen.
Okay. You guys cigars are hand rolled and pesticide free, which I
Yes.
thought that really, really stood out to me a lot.
Yes.
Because I feel like that's important. Now, have you guys always been cigar connoisseurs in a way, or like did it just become a lifestyle, or it always has been? Because I know you said that, Micaela, you said that you kind of dibble and dabbled. You know what I mean? But to want to take it to another level, just based off smoking a great cigar, it's a different beast when building a company with it, because it's a lot of cigars out there.
It is. It is. I would say the biggest thing was we communicated with each other. We learned how to. I learned how to smoke
There are a
during
lot of
COVID.
cigars, but there are none like ours. And
Go ahead. There are none like ours, and that it makes it unique. But what made it really special, I want to touch back on when you were talking about the blend, is that when we spoke with the blender, mine was through Zoom. Again, this was during COVID, Kano. So mine was with the blender. They were there in person. So it went into, okay, no, I don't smoke that much, but what I had tried, I dibbled and dabbled as well.
Right.
I knew I liked coffee, I knew I liked wine, and I knew I didn't want it too heavy. So I knew the types of notes and flavors that I would appreciate. And so he took the information, our blender, Jimmy Wilson, and he did what he thought would be pleasing to me based on the things that I like. And he
Right.
did the same thing with Micaela as well. And so that's how he came up with our blends, was really based on our personality, as well as based on the flavor waves that we preferred. I mean, and when I say he hit it on the nail, he nailed it.
Wow.
I even said, I want you to relax after my cigar. And the number one compliment I get is, I feel so relaxed after I have your cigar. So I know it works. I know it works.
Yeah, and I so desperately want to co-sign that. I don't have any of the cigars,
We'll
so
get them to you.
I gotta just base it off what y'all saying and all of the
We'll take care of you.
testimonials of people who've been blessed with these lovely
Right.
cigars. I can't wait to get me a care package.
And we'll want your testimonial. We know you'll do it. Right, Micaela?
Absolutely. I just think that it's so dope. Now, I want to ask you guys this, because with going into business though, with partners and stuff like that, looking from the outer spectrum of it all, it appears you guys have a great relationship. Sometimes that always don't be the case though. Different ideas, different personalities, different people, different walks of life. I want to talk because that's one thing that stands out to me as well, is the chemistry. The chemistry has to be there in order for any business to be successful, in my personal opinion.
That's right.
Right.
You want to take it, Micaela?
Well, Kano, it starts with, I do. It starts with respect, for one, and that what you think, is always right. Because I love teamwork, because everyone has something to bring to the table, and I may have a great idea, but she may have something that will contribute to what I want to, because the synergy is what makes it work. But most of us, that we respect each other. We do have so much in common. Our lives parallel each other so much, but if you don't have respect, and if you cannot listen to understand, then it's just not going to work, because we don't agree on a lot of things. But not agreeing doesn't mean that there has to be any animosity.
Disrespect.
I respect. I respect her so much. I respect everything she says, and she respects what I say. And so if I have an idea and she has something different, we just come together, and it works.
Right.
It's unbelievable how much it works. And I'm so happy. I feel like I gained I call her my triplet.
Well, I'm a triplet. I just wanted to, I wanted you to make sure you say it the right way. I am a triplet. We might not look exactly alike, but what's actually, they always say women can't get along and women don't do well with business. That's not true. And she's right. We know how to agree to, we know each other's little things. Like it's a thing. Like I'm like, okay, that means Micaela's not feeling it. And she doesn't mince her words. So if she doesn't like it, she still will be tactful though with me. And I am because I respect her opinion. And she'll be like, nah, girl, and I'll be like, nah, Micaela, I don't like that. And everything that we do, we take our past experiences, and this is what makes it so beautiful. It's almost like, and I don't mean to sound sappy, it's almost like we started building a cake before we even met each other, because our recipe now, together with everyone we know and everything that we do, it's all from past relationships. It's from past experiences. And we brought it together. It is not just about a cigar for Micaela and me. It is about the culture. It's about being classy with our cigars and taking it to another level. We want people to have experiences. What makes it beautiful for she and I is that we agree on that, and we want to see it done. We want to see it done professionally. We want it done by the best of the best, with the best of the best. And between her, we'll call it a little black book for the back of the day people, the little black book thing, between hers, between mine, it works. Like it just, it has come together, and it's beautiful. It's synergy is the word. It is beautiful synergy.
Let me ask you, Queen, something though. One would think
it is, yeah. If I have an idea and if she doesn't like it, or
no, go ahead.
I can't hear either one of you right now.
We're experiencing technical difficulties. You guys, make sure you hang in there with us. Hang in there with us. I can. We definitely can hear you. I was going to ask you, ladies. With one would think that the cigars are, a man's industry. With you guys deciding to step into this lane, putting your brand out there, stamping the classiness on it, doing it a different way. How was it received though, outside of the black book though, in the industry? How was it received? Was it received, or did y'all get a little resistance there? Like, what are they doing?
We did not get resistance. We were greeted with open. It's almost like they were waiting for someone, and I won't just say anyone. They were waiting for the right someone, the right people to come along and introduce it. So I think it's been there. Like, I will tell you, I enjoy smoking my cigar with my husband. I enjoy that. I used to watch. I used to complain. I was one of those. Oh, the smell of cigar smoke. I'm like, well, okay, all right, I can deal with a little bit, but it stays outside. But it's something that even as couples or as people wanting to socialize and get together, it is actually a culture. And I'm noticing there's a rise for it. And we jumped in when we were like, well, let's just do it. And then all of a sudden we're looking around us. It's like, now everybody's trying to do something with it. I think we came in at the right time. And I just think timing made a big difference for us too. Yeah. So they were welcoming it. We have never received any resistance. It's enough out here for everyone.
Mm-hmm. Right. And we're both members, we're both D9 members, and we've had so much support from our Greek brothers and sisters, but in general. And I think maybe I could say initially there were some cigar vendors that I was friends with before we had our brand, and they just stopped associating with me. So, and that I'm like, okay, that was pretty shitty, but otherwise, I mean, people are just so supportive, and we really, really appreciate that. But I think one thing we didn't tell you is that about our blends, and as Kim said it when we're frozen, that our whatever, depending on what stick you get, we have blends from various regions of different countries. So it's going to be from Honduras, Mexico, Nicaragua, Ecuador, Colombia, Mexico. I'm sure I'm leaving out something, but our sticks, you'll get anywhere from 5 to 9 blends.
Dominican,
the Dominican, yes. fantastic, and they're fresh. But we get the tobacco,
and they're aged, premium aged leaves,
yes,
which is important.
They go straight into our.
I just can't wait to taste one of them because
We're also going to send one of your viewers a sample pack as well. We'll talk about that.
Absolutely, that is a blessing. Vibe Show 97.9. We in here vibing out with the one and only the Pink Smoke Cigar Company. Listen, y'all make sure y'all keep it locked. I gotta pay some bills real quick. Keep it locked in. Vibe Show 97.9 back with the Queens, the Pink Smoke Cigar Company. We just in here vibing out. Definitely want to give a shout out to some people that's on the live chat that's showing so much love. I so appreciate y'all. We appreciate y'all. Shout out to Mr. Lawton TV. Shout out to Tanil Taylor Daniels. Shout out to Harry Jenkins.
That's my husband.
Building. That's hubby. I knew it. What up, Big Harry? Shout out to Christopher J in the building. Shout out to Vibe Show Casper. Appreciate that. Vibe family is in the building. Shout out to Joy W Style TV. Appreciate that. Love Queen. Shout out to Charles L. Benahan. Bahana is Bohanan. Bahanan. Forgive me, Mr. Charles. Shout out to, I appreciate that love. Shout out to Tanelli. Was it Tanil Taylor Daniels? Shout out to MJ. And who else we got in the building? Anthony Wilson. Shout out to Anthony Wilson in the building. Appreciate that love, y'all. Thank y'all so much for showing these queens so much love. Now, interestingly enough, you know, you guys have a lot going on too outside of the Pink Smoke as well. Now, before we dive into that, I would like to know the origin of the Pink Smoke name. How did you guys come up with that? I think that is super, super dope. And were you worried at any way, you know, with branding, from a branding perspective, with calling it the Pink Smoke, which most would think that caters to just the women demographic?
Right. No, well, Pink Smoke was initially a messenger group that was just started, and so when we went off Messenger, I had it formatted as a proper Facebook page, and then I took the initiative to trademark the name. So ain't gonna have no problems there.
That's right. And then the pink, of course, we're in the sorority of pink and green, so it's natural for us to use pink, and you see the green. We don't brand it because that we try to keep it separate from the organization, because that is an organization, it's a business, but ours is too. So it's just the colors, since it was a commonality, one of many. You said let's go with those colors.
And stop texting me, people. And also, what did you ask?
How we came up with the name.
The name and something else. It was just on the tip of, you know, I'm 56, so I forget.
It's okay.
Just basically, I just wanted to know, were you guys worried in any way, you know, when it comes down to the branding perspective?
No, because you know, I have several businesses, so I know how to get my shit together, and I know, you know, first thing is you secure your name, you get an LLC, you do all the proper things to make sure that no one can steal your property, your intellectual property. So I made sure we did that first.
Yes.
Right. Yes. Now, let me ask you guys this. Now, because with love, we know, comes a lot of hate. is,
Woo!
you know,
That's how you know you're successful. You're doing something right.
you know
we
what
got
I'm saying?
haters, honey. We got
So
haters.
now with you two, you know, queens coming together, connecting the crowns.
Yes,
There's power in them crowns now,
It
especially
is.
when they come together now. You
Yes.
know, now did anything change, you know, as far as, you know, people, you know, like you know, start hating, and you know, we know that stuff comes in there. Talk to me about the
Oh,
experience though, you know, within the success.
I think that
Go
I
ahead,
may catch it
Micaela.
more than Kim because I think I'm a little bit more social than she is. Like my sister said, you can. But I've had people like report my links
Oh
that
my
use them on
God.
social media saying they're inappropriate. It's just amazing to me how social media says don't go and do their homework first before they kill links and stuff. And it's just amazing. I've even had some. I don't know how personal I can get about my sorority. I
You
even
get
had.
personal. It's the vibe show.
Just a vibe show. He
Can
said,
I
let
get
it
it?
go.
We
Okay.
real on
Even
here.
trying to like report me like I'm some monster to like I'm doing something wrong. I
Are you
represent
serious?
Southern California. Yeah, it's ridiculous. You just wouldn't believe it. The chatter behind your back. It's just you know it's something else. But you know I just you know
But
you
it's a measure. It's also a
yeah
measure, Kano.
it means if you're not getting talked about, you're not doing something right.
Right.
So, but as for as many people that the few that have tried to come against us, there's so many who support us. But yeah,
That's
we just
exactly
I mean,
right.
one of my links. I mean, because I'm a podcaster too. I remember I did a show on transferable skills, and I posted it. And then that was someone reported it as inappropriate. I'm like, how can a career change be in an inappropriate topic? And I had to, go and try to get another link for my podcast just to be
Oh my
to share
God.
with people. But it's just something. I mean, I've had bogus reviews posted on Google as a physician. I mean, just people just coming at me. It's just crazy. I'm like, you kids can't mind your own business these days.
How
I'm
you
not, I'm
doing?
not,
But again, it's a measure. I think everybody gets haggled at some point. And if they're not talking about you, then you're not doing something
yeah.
because
I've even
people
had
only talk
someone.
about you.
Oh yeah, I've even had someone try to go to Kim's daughter to try to
Oh
turn
Lord.
family against me. And I'm like, we don't operate like that. I know what type of
Right.
person she is. She knows what type of person that I am. And
Mhm.
you try to come between this, you're gonna meet
It's
tons
going to
of
be some
resistance.
smoke.
We don't yeah. You're
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
you're gonna get some. I'm a spicy little thing.
It's smoke
She is
behind. It's
spicy.
smoke
Yeah.
behind the pink smoke. So
Oh,
No,
yeah.
you don't want to step in those type of waters there. I
Yeah, but
definitely did.
Micaela has a nickname. Y'all don't want that other side of her to come out. She has a
But
nickname.
what's the nickname?
That's Debo right there. You
Call
remember
me
Debo?
Debo. They call me Debo. And it's funny. I used to write.
I said Debo.
I'm gonna say
Debo.
I'm not ashamed to say I don't do that anymore. But I think the last physical altercation I
Oh
had,
my God.
I was at 40. I was out of my residency. I was starting to practice, and I had to punch a chick at a restaurant. She got they call the police on her, not me.
Oh,
Oh, of course.
Story.
does anybody have any of that footage?
We don't need it to surface now. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it's a story. I don't know if I should say it on your
Oh my God, this is
I'll
hilarious.
let you girl have it.
But we do have a lot of great support too, just like you said, though, Micaela. We have I'm surprised at some of the people. Now, this is one thing I did want to talk about is for ladies, a lot of times, and I was one of them, so I'll say that.
Yes.
I didn't actually want everybody to know that I smoke cigars because it's so taboo.
I was going to ask you about that.
Yeah, ladies smoking cigars. And then it's kind of like telephone. You tell one person and then you tell the next person, and then the word gets out. And then my friends, people from church, people from sorority, they're
They
like,
smoke
hey,
too.
send me some of them, where can I get those cigars? So we we have a safe place for ladies to come and buy their cigars, unless they say it's okay for us to post. We don't post. If they give us a review or send us a review, then it gets posted. But we do have the amount of support is unreal. And we saw that at our launch. We had such a great amount of support.
We had 2 launches, yeah. And that brings me back to what you said, yes, about whether it's for women. We did create this to show that, hey, women smoke. We're part of that culture as well. So we wanted women to be able to, not just women, but if we're for women and men, but we wanted women to come to a place and say, hey, this is cool. Women are creating their own cigar brands. They have our own cigar brand, and we want to be a part of that too. We want to smoke their cigars. So it's just not a male thing. Women love cigars too. And if you look on the internet, you look all over, you see there are other women vendors and women who sell accessories and stuff. And we just want to just be, pro women, pro Black.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this though. I think that that's cool. With you guys being in this space. Why do y'all think that why do you think that it's looked upon like that, as if women, you gotta, like how you were saying, for example, you was kind of ducked off, kind of, didn't really want it, because I know you guys, have amazing professions outside of the pink smoke as well. And people do look at you funny like that. People at the church, people within the institutions, from a mental perspective though, talk to me about that, going through those adjustments.
I think they emulate.
I'm going to tell you honestly, I think that, I think people, you find, just like with weed and alcohol, with the prohibition, people thought that alcohol, you could go to jail for that, right?
Right.
And we know that marijuana is a lot safer than alcohol. And if I had my personal physician, I would rather prescribe medical marijuana than any of the opiates that I prescribe. But you look at that, it's just some people are just by nature such a they always want to judge. They have their own measuring sticks, and they measure people by their own standards. And if people would just stop and just worry about yourself and what's going on in your life, you wouldn't be trying to hold people down to a certain standard. There's, I hate cigarette smoke, but I'm not going to condemn anybody for smoking cigarettes. So I just think that it's just, that people see it as unladylike. They think drinking is unladylike. They think cussing is unladylike. I'm a big cusser. Smoking cigarettes is unladylike.
Really?
It's just, you just have some people that are so stringent in their thinking, and that's it. And they just want to, hold you to their standards and make you live the way that they live.
Kim, what do you think?
Just give them middle finger.
I think they emulate what they see. People, we're a copycat society, and I think when they see people, a doctor like Dr. Dartson, and you see Kimberly J, the radio personality, or the realtor, the doctor's wife, or if they're doing it, it's not so bad. But I found that there are women that I know, very classy ladies, that have been doing it for a long time. I just want us to feel more comfortable being able to go out in public and it not be so taboo for us. Now, it's no different than like somebody who drinks. You're going to have a connoisseur of wine who's going to sniff and going to drink and look a certain way. You're going to have someone who's going to smoke a cigar, and she might have her legs spread eagle, hand up here and smoking like this, and it might not be the most attractive thing. It runs the gamut. But we'd like to show, I think, Micaela and I would really love to show that there's a way that you can do it. Oh, and by the way, there is a culture dressing wise. There's a hat that you could wear. Like, we're that girl. That's what we like. We love the look of it. We love the feel of it. We want to create experiences for people. We've talked about doing some different things that are classy, not your just run of the way. It's cool to sit in the backyard and have a cigar, but just experiences though that she and I would like to bring together, women and men alike, and come together and do some great things. You do networking on the golf course, men and women, right?
Right.
Why can't we do it over a cigar? It's the same concept. Yeah, it's just
right.
a more relaxed state, and people can still network and talk.
Over a cocktail. It's the same.
Absolutely.
There's nothing wrong with it. And I don't give a damn whether you like it or not. Kiss you knows that.
Come on, Debo.
But okay, you don't give a damn.
She's getting warmed up.
Look,
I'm getting warmed up.
So now you guys also have this, you added on to the tree, You guys have an amazing podcast, Chicks and Sticks podcast as well. Talk to me a little bit about that and what it's all about.
Okay. Well, actually, we have the platform to kind of pacify us because I am a content creator, I'm a film producer, a screenwriter, and all that kind of stuff. So we do have a show. We've got 7 episodes, uh, and I want to talk too much about it because I want about to steal our idea. But until we have launched that, we are using our Chicks and Sticks platform to highlight Black entrepreneurs or minority entrepreneurs as in the cigar industry and outside of it. We have a politician on there. We just started. We're not in our baby phases, but it is a platform for minorities so that we can highlight your businesses and smoke with you. So most of them have smoke. We want them to. So, but that's what we're doing right now.
Now, the fountain of youth. I feel like you guys have found it. I need to
I
map
like.
some type of
I'm sitting here
direction.
in my bags.
Because one would think that, looking at it from a health perspective, let's talk about that that space there too, because you could get a lot of backlash from that, as well as from anything, anything that we do. But from a health perspective, with you guys being in the professional spaces that you're in, talk to me about your thought process on that as well, because I'm sure that both of you guys had a discussion about moving in this space and those things as well.
In regards to cigar smoke, you mean? Okay, well, I'll tell you. You mean in my daily life, how I like my regimen, my routine, or
The consumption.
The consumption of cigars?
Yeah, just cigar smoke for
in general.
Yes.
Just in general.
Yes, because you're not inhaling. The cigar smoke is not going into your lungs. So that's a whole different ballgame from cigarette smoke. And that's not to say that you can't be predisposed to mouth cancer from smoking cigars, but smoking a cigar is a totally different element from smoking a cigarette. I'll say that. So your lungs are safe.
I like how she said that.
I would say I agree. But I would also say, just like anything else, just like you have a warning with alcohol, just like you have a warning, heck, you even get warnings with pills and everything else that you take. You do everything in moderation. No, you always consult your doctor for certain things and keep up with your health. That part you still have to be responsible for. It doesn't mean that it's 100% safe. It doesn't mean that. But just like anything else, it does come with some responsibility and some caution. And so, yeah, absolutely. It's not something I'd push at someone whose family is like. I have a friend who works for the American Cancer Society. She supports us on everything except her platform that's American Cancer Society for obvious reasons.
Right.
So we understand that that's that part of the world, but there's so much more out there, and there's so many people already doing it or things way worse than that. Personally, I prefer a cigar over a cigarette. Personally,
Right.
I think for me, as often as I do smoke cigars,
yes, I love.
yeah, I don't think it's that dangerous.
Right. With you guys wearing multiple hats, Micaela, physician, filmmaker, writer, novelist, producer, Kimberly J, radio personality, journalist, realtor, owner of Posh Puff cigar accessories as well. How do you guys balance it all with that, wearing so many hats, time for hubby, family, the kids? Let's just talk about balance, though, balancing it all, because you guys wear multiple hats.
Absolutely. Well, work-life balance is hard. It does take effort. But again, my husband he actually just started with his own cigar brand, and Micaela and I, we let him launch on our platform as well. His is King of Diamonds. So shout out to Harry Jenkins, King of Diamonds, because he's a cat.
Big Harry, I need one of them.
Uh-oh.
You're a king. Sure, you're a king. we make time. You make time to do things you want to do. So when people tell me I'm busy and blah blah, I know it's bullshit because I wear so many hats. Time is irrelevant to me because you have all the time in the world to do what you want to do. Even if you get an
Right.
hour of sleep, you have the time to do whatever you want to do. So we make the time to do the things we want to do. We make the time to be with the people we want to be with. We make the time to pick up a phone and make a phone call. We make the time to spend 2 seconds to a text. It's so you can do it. I mean, it's just your mindset. If you think you can do it, you can. If you think you can't, you can't. And I'm gonna tell you something. I keep a gratitude journal, but I also keep a journal of the things that I want to do. And it's my gratitude journal. One of the things is that I'm so happy and grateful that I have a cigar company. And I did that long before I met Kim, long before I was invited to the Facebook Messenger group. And that's come to fruition. Everything that I've written down in my gratitude journal has come to fruition. So I'm going to tell everybody who's listening, I don't care how bad you feel. And I posted something about on my social media. Mike Tyson was saying just to give thanks for everything. Give thanks that your hands work. Give thanks that your arm. If you can't find a reason to be thankful, be thankful that you woke up, that you can see, that you can hear, that you can taste. Gratitude is the key. I promise you.
Wow, I love that.
Yes, that's a fact.
Kim?
Yeah, so I'm more of a write it down, rely on my calendar, and I have to prioritize because it does involve, I have clients that I do have to cut out time for. So I might not be able to sit when I'm in front of my computer to stay on task. That was huge for me, but to stay on task, I have to literally look at what do I have at this time? Where do I need to be at this time? And I have to plan my day accordingly. Sometimes that means doing it at night, but then I also recently realized I do need to stop and take a mental little break for me because it makes me a better worker. It makes me a better wife. It makes me a better mother. I said mother, right? Not okay, wife. Even though my kids are grown, but it's my self-care. So I need a little bit of me time, and we love our me time. Like Micaela got some masks recently. She did her face. So we do carve out time for ourselves because the work part is great. And that's all. And we're excited. A lot of it is because we're so excited about what we have because so many doors are opening up for us. We're just like, okay, where's all this? And you know that, Kano, because you are one of those doors. And thanks to Malaka and the L Group PR, here we are. And so we're just grateful to have people that we've connected with. So we want to make time for those things and we want to make sure we nurture those relationships. But I have to find time, even if it's at 2 a.m, to get some of that stuff in. And I'll wake up and think about something. And then Micaela and I get on the phone in the morning. It's like we have unofficial calls all day. And we get on the phone and like, oh, you know what? I thought about that too. And like, okay, we need to do something with that. We just got to do something with that. And here we are with something else. But I love that because it keeps us on our game. It keeps us fresh. It's always something innovative that we're coming up with. And we don't want to do what everyone else is doing, but we want to do something that people really will appreciate. And when they look at our brand, they'll not just look at us as a cigar company. They'll truly realize it's a sexy, classy cigar culture that we are culminating here.
Right. I love that. Now what I do is 2 lines. Y'all got different lines there because you got let's talk about the pink line first. We got pink sugar, we got brown sugar, and then we got the pink leaf.
Here we go. You see that?
Let's talk about the pink line first. These names, now are we tasting the pink sugar? Is it tasting like sugar, brown sugar?
Is she talking?
Well, let me tell you.
There we go.
And I don't know. Okay, so we rebranded a little bit. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Can y'all hear me? Okay.
Yes.
So we rebranded a little bit. We were changing up things a little bit, but this is one. I don't know if y'all can see that.
Yeah, we can see it.
Okay, this is pink sugar, and great blend. It's a 6-leaf blend. But I tell you what's fascinating about this one is that we had our roller spray a little bit of molasses in the binder just to give it a little bit of a sweet draw, but it does not change the flavor wave of a cigar. So we have this in the pink line and 2 others. We have a chocolate one that we call brown sugar.
I like chocolate.
And it's so good.
It's good to eat. And then we have a cranberry. It was seasonal, but it was doing so well. We were only going to do it during the holidays, Thanksgiving and Christmas, but it was so popular that we decided to keep it keep it on. So now we no longer have pink leaf. We rebranded that, and that is one of my signatures, and that one's called Sweet Sticky Thing.
Sweet sticky thing.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so these names are standing out to me now. Now we do have the signature line. Now this is upscale cigar smoke here. Now let's be clear.
Yeah.
Now, now we got the Malacca line, the Micaela line. We got the Kimberly line as well. Redbone stood out to me. I want to know, you know, what the Redbone flavor is all about here.
Well, here it is. So it all came from keeping it real. This is Redbone right here. This is my girl right here. That's it.
She's a Redbone, boo. She's a Redbone.
And you're one to talk. It's funny how
tell them how you got Redbone, the name.
But Redbone came about from anything that I was called growing up. I said, I'm gonna start with the names that I heard. Why not monetize it? Why not? Right, I heard it. It is life. So Redbone is what I was called. And then, you know, when you get that little fiery side of me, that harder side, that's the Redbone X. So that's stronger. That's the more robust cigar. So we have Redbone X. And of course, my husband's is King of Diamonds. So you see there's a whole red theme, but it's called Pink Smoke. Don't get it twisted. For a reason.
Right.
So we offer, we have something for everybody. Now ours are not infused, and I know Micaela flows through this beautifully. So if you want to start with the Micaela line, and then we can do the Lady Kimberly line, we can do it that way.
Yeah, we definitely could do that now, because now I got this one stood out to me, Debo. Now talk to me about the Micaela in your mouth. This got to be an explosive cigar.
It is. This is a nine leaf cigar. And I'm gonna tell you, you might like some Micaela, but this is the only way you'll get some Micaela in your mouth is by smoking my stick. So this is it's a full body stick. And it's funny, when Jimmy Wilson blended this for me, he came over and we all sat out by the pool, and we were and I smoked it. And we were sipping Blanton's, and speaking of Blanton's, I'm gonna say our cigars are just as unique as Blanton's. We sell out so fast and they're hard to get. So when we have them in stock, you better get them. But I was trying to, badass and smoking that Joker, because I told him, I said, I want something to knock me on my ass. I love cognac, I love scotch, I love brown liquor, and I drink it neat. And so we were sitting there, and I was smoking, and I was getting buzzed like crazy. And I was like, then I was like, I knew I had to throw up, but I didn't want to do it in front of the guys, because I was like, all right. So I said, look, guys, I got to go upstairs to use the restroom. And Jenny is like, oh yeah, I got to go too. I was like, you go downstairs. I'm gonna go back up to my high rise. And I couldn't even make it through the door. It was like I was throwing up in my hand, hit the sink, and trailed to the bathroom. And I was like, and I told him after the fact that you definitely need to eat something before you smoke Micaela in your mouth, because it's very even smoke. But you got to have something in your stomach, because it will knock you off your ass.
That's for the big boy. That's the big leagues right there. Now, don't y'all you don't just jump out the window and grab the Micaela in your mouth. You got to
have a base. You gotta have a base on your stomach.
You get to. Same with Sweet Sticky Thing. It's a full bodied smoke too. It's out of stock, but it will be back in stock. But that was pink leaf, but we modified it, and it is now called Sweet Sticky Thing. Redbone and Redbone X they are delightful.
I do. I love those. So Redbone is the first one that came out in the Lady Kimberly line. And like I said, I didn't want a heavy body. I wanted to start with the medium body, something I could pair with wine, something I could pair with coffee, or that you could pair with anything else. Because a lot of people still drink it with their whiskeys. A lot of people drink it neat, whatever they drink. I'm not the big, that's not my lane, but give me some wine and we can talk. So I was looking for something like that. It is a 9-leaf blend. I love it. And it's an even, smooth blend from beginning to end. It is also sprayed with molasses as well. You get some woodsy, you get some flavor waves of some chocolate. It's good. I always just challenge people to tell me what you think, what you taste in it, because what I taste might be a little different than what you taste, but it's smooth and creamy. That's the best way. When I say very smooth and creamy all the way to the end, even burn, And you do get a sense of, because of the premium leaves. I have to put this out here because my uncle said, "You put some funny stuff in there." And I said, "No, I didn't. I know we have clients that have to get tested. So no, there's nothing in it. It's the leaves, and they're aged and they're premium. And when you smoke it, yeah, and especially if you haven't had, even on the medium body, if you haven't had anything to eat or to drink, you have no base, you might feel a buzz. It will make you feel very lightheaded. Redbone X is my stronger. It's a heavy body, 9-leaf as well. That's primarily from Colombia. It's very much a Colombian, and their Maduro style as well. And that gives you more of a woodsy cinnamon. It's a heavier stick, but that's for the heavy duty smokers that want to hang with like the Micaelas.
Yeah.
So but we wanted to have something for everyone.
She's going to and she's going to Costa Rica soon. And I've been wanting to get. I'm so glad because now she can go and get it from. Because I want a Costa Rican stick. But she is adding coffee to her line, and I'm adding cigar. Go to my line. I cannot wait for her to go to Costa Rica and bring back some Costa Rica coffee.
Yes,
I'm so excited.
Yes.
Flavor, I'm a flavor guy. I like to taste the flavor. Don't lie to me and tell me that it's a certain flavor
and you don't taste it.
I don't like that. So I'm liking what I'm hearing here. I can't wait to get my package in so I can spark me one and with me a nice little glass and I could create me a video and I can give my testimonial.
Okay. You got a lot of smoking to do, Kano. That's a lot of smoking you're gonna have to do.
Well, we want you to start with the flavor ones since you like the flavor ones and you hype yourself that way. But when you have your little drink, your little wine or your cocktail, then you hit our heavy signatures.
Harry, I need to get a little taste
King of Diamonds
from that that King of Diamonds line as well. There, sir.
Our blender's coming out with his own line. I think in June or July.
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you, man, I just can't wait. You gotta have him on sometime. This man is amazing. Jimmy Wilson. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So he's done a lot of our blends. All the blends on our site were done by Jimmy. Yes.
Yeah. And I can tell you, initially, when we first started out, I was like, I just want to slap a label on some cigars. Because there's so many companies when I was looking for labels, like, oh, wow, they sell cigars. I'm like, but it just didn't feel right because it had to be authentic. So, and you, like I said, when you smoke a cigar, one thing that I hate it when I smoke is that toward the end of my smoke, it would become acrid. And I'm like, this is it's nasty, but we do not cheat the fields. We get premium, full length leaves. Everything in there is fresh, premium. We do not cheat the fields. One of the things that I'm so pleased about is anytime someone compliments us, they say it's such an even smoke, no matter what stick that they get.
Right. Did you guys come together with the idea of creating the logo? Because I love the cartoon figures of you two. I think it stands out to me, and it really stamps the brand to me. Talk to me about that idea, the whole idea of going that way, because you guys just could have put, pink smoke on something and just, how people do it, but I feel like you guys really invested a lot of thought into brand packaging.
Yes, we did. Now that body that's on
we keep it in the family. So my sorority sisters, Alma Granberry, her daughter Mariah Dean is a graphic artist, and I was like, Mariah, and I really didn't expect it to be so great, but she came up with that. She did it for us, and I mean all of our logos, all of our branding. She did that, and I think she did it in like less than 24 hours. She's really that good. So you guys hit us up. We'd be happy to share if you guys are looking for some great graphics. And she doesn't try to charge you normally. She doesn't try to do that. She's so reasonable. So if you need anything, just let us know. Mariah Dean, she's the bomb.
Yes.
Absolutely. Now, I gotta ask you guys this because of course, you guys, this idea was born. You stated within COVID, and COVID is still around. Would you say that within brainchilding the whole brand and the idea within such tough times, um, would you say that utilizing social media within the barriers of going through that situation brought a flux of increase of exposure to introducing a new brand on the market?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And we had,
Absolutely.
yeah, it was kind of hard too because, of course, I'm not going to go out. I don't want I wouldn't go to any lounges for a long time because I just didn't want that, didn't know what was floating in the air. But we also had a lot of people giving us shout outs and helping us out, like, Guy Torrey. He was, he smoked some of our cigars online, and his nephew Tommy smoking and things like that. And we just had, I mean, just people send us videos and tell us how much they liked it. So it really helped increase our online sales because a lot of people just smoking here, at our home. I was smoking outside by the pool and not really going anywhere. But, people just trusted us based on other people's testimony and the people being gracious enough to share our brand and not being selfish. And we appreciate that so much.
Absolutely. Another big help was that we both went to HBCUs. We've had a lot of HBCU support and connects. Like Micaela, before I said, I'm going to have my coffee line, she connected me with some people, Xavier, the huge coffee line, Black Coffee Co. Shout out to them. So then I was talking to one of my class leader at Hampton, and just like I told my husband, I told my class leader, you need to do one for yourself. So now there's one for Hampton University. It's an unofficial cigar for Hampton called 1868 Smoke. Then the cap is to my husband, whoever, has a King of Diamonds. And so I think a lot of people, it was just a great time during COVID to launch. The difference, I think, I'm not saying the other ones aren't, but we want to make this so much bigger than just, it's a cigar, yes, but it's so much more to us. There's so many more things that we can do with it. So I don't know if I got off topic. Yeah.
No, that's perfect. From an entrepreneur standpoint, though, as a woman, any messages that you guys could share with anybody that may have an idea but just afraid, sometimes with not having the support behind you could kill off dreams. You know what I mean? By just not having somebody to believe in you. You might have that great idea. Talk to me, share some information to anybody that's listening right now that may have an idea and afraid, don't know how or how to get started.
Don't let fear get in your way because you won't make the next step. That you just got to let go of the fear. And I'm telling you, once you take your first step, plan your steps. Take your first step. Okay, what do I want to do next? Be excited about it. You remember, this is yours. This brand represents who you are to the public. So put your all into it. Maybe you can't have that. Like we looked at our labels. We wanted the foil. We wanted the beautiful paper. We might not be able to start right there, but we still can start, and we still got started. And it's reach out to your warm audience, the people that you do know, that will support you. And that's right. Somebody said faith over fear. You cannot be fearful, but you got to go into it knowing who you are and whose you are, is what I always say. And then just keep moving forward. But everything is a step, and plan it out. Don't overwhelm yourself. Just take it one day. I say that, but my business partner, when she is ready to go and she is fired up, she's like, okay, I came up with something. And I'm like, Lord, we got another list. Let me get my list out.
Right.
What's good about that is she is like, okay, we're going to keep trudging. And she keeps the book. She keeps us going. We're like masterminds together. And then she's the creative. That's what I always say. She is the creative. And so, I'm a little bit of the creative too, but a different type of creative. Together, we just make it, we make it do what it do, Kano, and it just all comes together. So for someone who's afraid, you can't be afraid because fear will get in your way. What you'll miss out on if you're afraid is the opportunity that you didn't get because you were too afraid to have it. So you just be in position, get all your things in order, and you never know who you're going to meet. Open your mouth. You don't necessarily want to tell everything to everybody, but open your mouth and say something, because you never know who you're talking to that could say, hey, I know somebody, I can help you out. And I know somebody that can help you out. You just never know who that person like you never know who that could be. And that's how we're here.
Yeah, so, and Kano, I'll tell you, we didn't even know. We didn't know what we were doing when we started. I'm like, I knew I wanted a cigar. I always knew I wanted my own cigar line. We had no idea. I just do. If you just do it, I promise you, just do it. Stick it. Just do it. Just put a foot out there and just do it, and it will come to you. Because I promise, if it's in your heart to do it, then I really believe that God or the universe, whatever you believe, has put it in your heart for you to do it. And then the doors will start opening. People will start coming in to help you. Opportunity will meet you. If you stay faithful to what's in your heart, then people come along your path to help you, to make it easier. It's not going to always be hard. We haven't really met any resistance, but we sure have met a lot of people that believe in us and want to help us, like you.
Yeah.
I mean, anybody that's not willing to support and help is a fool in my book, because people are doing amazing things out here, creating amazing things or whatever. Anybody that's not trying to support somebody that's actually trying to do something to bring increase in their lives or whatever is just, hearts is filled with pure hate. I don't understand it. Don't really have the time to really try to figure it all out, why it's like that. But it's just the way that it is. And I'm just inspired by everything that you ladies are doing on an individual basis and as partners. Just seeing two queens work together to create something amazing that's just growing and growing and growing. That's inspiration alone in itself. So I definitely commend the both of you on that as well. I would like to what can we look forward to? Because I just got this feeling that you guys are cooking up some major stuff. Is it any little tidbit that you could share with us? I know stuff is G4 classified top secret, but
it's in the vault.
I'm trying to squeeze something out for them.
We have I wish we do have a network worthy show that is being produced, and I wish I could tell you more about it. Look for that. Like I said, some other things coming in our line, coffee and things like that. But I want to tell you something kind of off that, we have the greatest publicist ever. And I don't know, Kim is a radio personality, but she also does voiceover. And so I got a distribution deal on one of my books, children's book.
What? Wait a minute.
Kim is the voice.
Hold up now. We just can't run past that now. Continue. Congratulations.
Thank you. Kim, when you buy my book on Audible, that's her voice that you're gonna hear. My book, Sparky.
Wow.
Sparky.
Yeah.
That's dope.
And my cousin Michael also was I have a romance novel called Flipping the Scriptures, and we're reading that. But other than that, we do. I wish I could, but once we, you'll see soon. But we're also, beside that, we have a brand called we write on lots of projects, and we have a channel, a channel called DTR TV, and there are a number of things on there. We have a comedy show, it's a variety show, we do stand up, all kind of skits and things like that. Kim is a writer, and Malaka is also a writer on which is called Savage Comedy. But we also have a wellness show. We have like you can find one of my movies on there. We just a platform for people who different avenues of the entertainment industry on there. So it's DTR TV, so you can follow on all platforms. And we work with some great filmmakers and writers and stuff. We have a lot that we'll be sharing with you, and so we're we have a lot going on, but we're using all these tools that we have, and we do believe in networking. Networking is so important to us, and
very important.
So very careful about how we treat each other, how we treat other people, because you never know what will happen burning bridges with people. So
Right. I'm
yeah,
just blessed to be in a good place to be connected to the vibe.
And we are as
All I
well.
know. I don't know. I can't speak for everybody else.
We
I'm,
are as
I'm
well,
in the
Kano.
club. I'm in the club. I'm blessed. You know what I'm saying? I can't speak for everybody else.
We trying to get a blue check mark next to our name. I saw
Yeah.
yours on Facebook, by the way. I peeped it. You're verified.
I
you
wanna,
know,
I wanna, tell,
we
I
know
wanna,
who you are. You know
ask
who
you
you
guys.
are.
Oh my
You know
God!
who
I
you
want to
are.
ask you guys this too. Let's give some flowers out though, because you guys have a great support system. From the outskirts to the personal, from a personal space as well. You guys have nothing but a plethora of support. And I would like for you guys to give some flowers out. Anybody y'all want to shout out or give some love to, or whatever, your fans, all your support, your family, loved
Yes.
ones. Let's go
Yes.
on and give those
I want to
flowers.
say, yeah.
Any one of
Michaela?
y'all.
I want to start with Shannon White, because if Shannon White had not approached me, I would never have met Jimmy Wilson, and we would never have the wonderful cigars that we have now. So Shannon White, another Kappa man, thank you so much. LaSherle Smith and Cammie
Yes.
Johnson with L Group PR, our publishing agency. Thank you. I mean, they also hooked us up. We were at a wonderful NFL format in February, where we were able to allow celebrities and influencers to taste our cigars, and that's all because of them. Got to thank Malaka Tori for hooking us up. We got to thank you for putting us on this fantastic platform. But most of all, my twin Myrna, Dr. Myrna, but Kimberly has been, when you're a part of a sorority, you join it for the sisterhood, and sometimes you don't always get that. But what I did I'm so grateful that I have a true, when I say sister, Kimberly is my sister. She is my N word. She's my MF. She's my everything.
Yeah.
Right.
Because all siblings have best friends. My twin is my bestie too, but everybody needs a best friend. And I
Right.
have truly found a best friend in her. And she doesn't, she's not a person who kisses my ass. But if I'm wrong, she tells me I'm wrong. If she don't like what I'm wearing, she'll tell me, she's honest with me. And she loves me. And I know she loves me. And I appreciate that. So I'm going to shout anybody out real as only my girl can. I love
Oh,
you.
thank you.
That's the
I truly, what's funny is we get deep on the phone. I'm probably more the ushy gushy one, but that was a lot from Micaela. So I received that, and I thank you, because you are my sister too. I think we do well together. I think we have dismissed all the stereotypes about Black women working together. So I will definitely
Yes.
give you flowers, girl. You are worth 3 dozen pink flowers and some red ones too. 3 dozen, okay? I also have to shout out L Group PR, just like you said. Our publicist, Malaka, for bringing this together. Vibe, thank you so much. Kano, we appreciate you all. Flowers to you guys. I've got to shout out all these people that are up here supporting us tonight. I don't want to forget anybody, but I know my husband is right there. So Harry Jenkins, thank you. Also to Joy Wansley, to Neil. She hooked up my hair for me. To Neil Daniels, all my community support people. I'm trying to remember Pee Wee and Sheila. There's so many people that have been an intricate part of this. My boy Wendell, who went to Hampton with me, and also, of course, Jimmy Wilson, who did our blends for us. We wouldn't have a blend, and let me say, it's hard to find a blender. It's hard to find someone to also do your roll your cigars, your roller, and we have a great Cuban cigar roller. So shout out to them as well. So we're grateful for every person in our lives. My daughter, who helps me with stuff that I have here, doing radio and edits and stuff, even with the book. Our community has been our sorority, Alpha Kappa Alpha, we're gonna say it. They have been a huge support, and Micaela and I are appreciative of so many people. I'd hate to leave anybody out. If I did, charge it to my head, not my heart. Same with Micaela, because we talk about how much we appreciate everybody and some are for a season, a reason, and a lifetime. And we appreciate whatever part that person played or people played in our lives, because we have support from so many people. Haywire in Plano. I mean, there's so many people. that we could shout out.
Oh my
And
God,
we're
yeah.
just grateful
And I
for
want
it.
to say this about
Joy
Haywire.
Barnsley, huh?
One more thing about Haywire. Yeah, when we were hey Joy, we were trying to get when we had a VIP launch at the African American Museum here, and we were trying to do a public launch. We didn't get the support of our people, but we got the support of white people. So that's why I was really happy that Haywire, they let us use their whole facility for free. And I'm tell you, AKAs packed that joker too. D9 packed it, but the AKAs they should have
Mm-hmm.
should have. But I want to say I know he won't see this, but our roller Yordi, because he does not speak English, and we have to
English.
Google translate to him, tell him what we need. But Yordi he's one of the finest Cuban rollers that I have ever met.
Wow. Let's put those social platforms out there and ways that people can connect with you guys if they have any other questions or anything. And also, you guys make sure that y'all rush over there to the Pink Smoke official website at www.pinksmokeforyou.com. Let's put those social platforms out there in ways people can actually get connected with you.
Yes, get you some, y'all. Get you some. We're about to get more rolls because we're almost out.
Yes, we're almost out of
We sell
stock.
out fast. I'm telling you, this is good
And
stuff.
Kano,
Like Blanton's, baby.
we do events. We do golfing events. We do events. People always are looking for that. So we want people to know if you have an event, we do have to plan so we can order, because again, they're boutique cigars and hand rolled. So we do have to plan for that. But definitely inbox us on Pink Smoke For You on Instagram, or you can go to our webpage and send us a message there as well. But we do events. You'd have to go through our publicist to get all of that done. L Group PR. Her name is LaCheryl. You can find her on our page as well. But anything that you have, we would love to make it better by being a part of it and working with you.
Absolutely. Man, listen.
Martha's Vineyard next year. Big ass event.
Oh yeah, we're going to Martha's Vineyard.
Big ass event.
You know, I'm just sitting here, you know, in the position that I'm in, just listening to all of this, you know, it's all been nothing but pure inspiration. I just want to just thank you, ladies, you know, just for being so amazing, just for going against the narrative and showing that, you know, two Black queens can work together, pour together, put resources together to create something amazing. And you know, in today's time, when you see such, to me, is such a beautiful thing. And I'm very, very proud of both of y'all, you know,
Thank you.
and I just know that it's a blessing to be connected. I know you guys are going to do amazing things. And before we get out of here, on an individual basis, I would like you guys to leave some words of inspiration for anybody that may be going through tough times, because we are living in some tough times right now. I feel like it's a spiritual warfare that we're dealing with right now. Families are under attack, people being attacked, friendships are being attacked, businesses being attacked, people lost a lot of loved ones, murders are up right now. A lot of people are really in a dark place mentally right now. Mental depression is it's on an all-time high.
Yes.
On an individual basis, just some words of encouragement that you guys could leave with anybody that may be listening, or maybe that catch the recap and could grab some inspiration out of it. Can you leave them with something?
Certainly. I would say always reach out to someone, show someone love and kindness. And a simple act of kindness could be paying for somebody's groceries, paying something forward. It might not always be money. It could just simply be a kind word. And when I say a kind word, maybe you see something and you might not be an extrovert, but you just might see somebody who's looking down or not having the best day. Say hello. You know what? You're looking great today. Great weather. Simple words of just expression to show gratitude, anything to make someone feel good. Show them your light inside of you. Let them see that shine, because you never know if theirs is dying out, that little flicker you have inside of you might get theirs ignited again. So it only takes a small act of kindness or one kind word.
Absolutely.
And I'll say that really be cognizant of how you treat people, because you don't know what another person is going through. And the thing about going through something is that we all go through things. Rock bottom is still a solid foundation. I don't care if you think about things that bothered you last year, you're here right now and you got through it. So what bothered you last year, you probably don't even remember. So just tell yourself when things are not going bad, when people treat you like shit, when your finances are killing you and things like that, just know that you're not to stay there. I always tell myself that obstacles are opportunities, and I try to. There's a reason that everything happens, and I try to find the good in it, even when stuff stinks. I give thanks for it. I give thanks for the shitty people. I give thanks for the good people, but just to don't lose focus, because what you attract what you think about all the time. If you keep focusing on the negative things in your life, you're gonna attract more negative things. And you just have to give a big fuck you to the negative stuff and just realize that you are here for a purpose. You are destined for greatness. And so start looking at that greatness. Don't look at reality. Screw reality. Screw the reality right now. Look for the future. Look toward what you want. Look at the goal and keep that in your head, and you will be just fine. I promise you.
Wow, man, listen, I'm not gonna lie. I knew I knew that this interview was gonna be amazing. I knew this already. I knew it was going to be magical. That's why I was always saying that. And again, for me, the Vibe team, I want to thank y'all so much for spending this time with me. We definitely want to give a shout out again to Malaka and also to LG Group. Is it LG
L Group PR.
Group PR for making this magic, being a big part of making this magical connection happen. I just, I'm so grateful, and and I'm also grateful for all of the people that pulled up and showed love and support the whole duration of the interview. That means a lot because people are taking time out of their busy schedule, and I definitely want to give some shout outs again before we get out of here. Big shouts out to Big Harry J. Appreciate that love, King. Shout out to Charles L. I keep getting this wrong. Bahanan. Am I saying that right?
Yeah.
Bahanan?
Bahanan, And Sabrina
Bahanan, okay.
pharmacist.
Shout out to Mr. Lawton TV. Shout out to Mrs. Oz. Shout out to Keisha Mitz.
Yay.
Shout out to Dr. Micaela Herndon.
That's my namesake.
What's up, baby sis? Shout out to sis.
She's my namesake.
Wrong. Shout out to Lift
TV.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the president of Ladies in Film and Television. That's our organization. Hey, Jeanette.
Wow.
Jeanette Greenwood.
Yeah.
Shout out to Joy W.
Joy Wansley.
TV. Yeah. Shout out to Nelly Taylor Daniels. Shout out to film director Jeanette Greenwood.
Girl, AJ.
Shout out to who else did we? Shout out to is that L Smith? I Smith?
That's LaShirl. That's
okay.
PR.
Okay. What up?
LaShirl. Hey, LaShirl. That's our publicist.
Let's see who else. Shout out to Lady Leo Films. What's up, sis? I appreciate that love. Let's see. I want to make sure.
Christopher Jones, my brother. I know he was up there.
Yeah. Shout out to Christopher Jones. Yep, that's them on here. Let's see. I see Micaela Latrell. Is that Michael Latrell?
Michaela is Michaela's mom. They're my cousins.
Hello, family. Appreciate that love. Thank you, guys. Shout out to Sabrina Barlett, RPH JD.
Yeah, she is a pharmacist and an attorney. She's badass. Xavier alumna.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much for that love. Who else do we have? I'll make sure. Shout out to Anthony Wilson.
Yeah. Pee-wee.
Pee-wee, what up? And everybody else that was on, that jumped off, into all the listeners that's listening on the radio airwaves. Thank y'all so much for spending your time with us. We are wrapping it up. Could you guys put your social platforms out there in any other ways that people could get connected with you guys? Put that out there for them.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I am _Kimberly J on Instagram. I am _Kimberly J. I'm not
And
giving up.
book, Micaela Dartson, Dartson, Dr. M. Dartson, and just holla at us. DM a
Yeah.
girl.
We also have a podcast, Instagram,
Yes.
2 Chicks and Sticks. It's spelled with X's.
Right.
Yeah.
Y'all make sure y'all go and check that out. And also, if you guys want to know more about how to order to get your cigars, make sure that you log on to the Pink Smoke official website at www.pinksmokeforyou.com. I'll be looking for my stuff. My care packages is coming in. I can't speak for everybody else, but I'll let you guys know the taste, how it tastes, okay, while I'm enjoying mine.
But we will get one of your audience members one. So sometime in the future, you can just wrap it up, and we will be happy to send it.
Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. Y'all gonna be coming back on. I already know this already, so we definitely gonna be looking forward to you guys coming back on here again. We got a lot of endeavors to and events and stuff that we're gonna be working on and collaborating with. So you guys be on the lookout for a lot of amazing things happening. If you're not subscribed to the Vibe Show 97.9, I don't know who you subscribe to. Shame on you, but while you're on, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, turn on the notifications, and please share this interview. It definitely was special, near and dear to me. And listen, you guys, we also have our official radio station. We're playing nothing but the hits, old and new. We ain't just flooding you with all the new stuff that, all that. We got the old jams, the classics that you love as well. Please go over there and log on to the official radio station website. That is www.thevibeshow979.net. Also, you can rush over to the mobile app store, download our official mobile app on the apps at the app store. Get that Vibe Show 97.9 app. That way we could just roll with us and have us with you at all times. I love y'all. Y'all know my slogan: peace, love, and more blessings. It just makes the world a better place. Me and the ladies, the queens of the Pink Smoke Cigar Company, we are out of here. We love y'all. Y'all be safe. Enjoy the rest of y'all evening.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Love
Thank
y'all.
you.
We love you.